What is going on, guys? Back here again from another awesome bit of Easy Build with Zach, and today I have a very interesting build to show you guys, which is the Gundam base limited edition RX-78-2 Gundam. That is also a master grade, as you can see down here with the golden logo MG. Now, couple things about master grades. Number one, remember how I said the old nippers, the blue ones, ain't gonna work out anymore? Well, at master grade, they're not gonna work out completely at all. You will need to invest in some pretty precise tools in order to make your master grade look as good as you would like it. And also, this box is absolutely enormous. Why? Because a change from the past. Back then, our Gundam used to be super small, like the HGs and the RGs. They were pretty small in size, but now the master grades are bigger, more detailed, and just overall seem like you're actually building a mini robot. Now, without further ado, let's crack this open and see what is inside. This is just some of the side box covers. As you can see, some of those stuff. And then Gundam base limited. This is a pretty rare box to come across because you need to buy it at Gundam base. And just so happened, I visited China during the summer and bought this. Alright, without further ado, enough yap. Let's get this open with. Okay guys, as we can see here, I just finished unpacking every single panel from the plastic and from the box. And as you can see here, I have everything organized. So with these bigger builds, a lot more panels going to be here. Therefore, you want to organize it a lot more. So something that I found out that helped me a lot is organizing them by letters. So let me just show this to you guys real quick. So as you can see, that says H2 and this one says H1 on the bottom. So if you overlap them like this, you'll see, oh, there's a lot of repeated parts, but there are some that are not repeated. So what I would like to do is when I'm building legs, arms, or anything that require pieces from both versions, I usually just overlap them like this. So it's easier to find, and then I'll have to scavenge through like another H2 just so I can find the pieces. So that's what I really like. But then again, there are these, where these are all just singular ones. These usually aren't really important. Usually it's probably weaponry and stuff like that. But some of them are really important, so I just put them as a level of importance, how I think it is. So weaponry and everything is going to go at the bottom, and then all like the main parts like the chest piece, or like armor, I usually put at the top because that's what I'll need. So, because it's a big build, I recommend you build this not on your desk, but like a place where you can put aside some of the stuff. What helped me a lot is put a drying rack, so you can hold these pieces up and just pick what you need, cut them, put it back. But since I don't have a drying rack right now, I can't really do that. So I just might have to make do with this. Now, let's take a look at the book. So the book is a regular RX-78-2 Gundam manual. It's not really different. Usually the coloring is different here, which is you know, pretty cool because you know it's Gundam based special. So right here, full Japanese, a whole history of the Gundam, which is pretty cool and tells you how it was made. Here, whoops, it's a thick book. Here, it tells you where all the panels are. You can see those are all the panels I had to take out and organize. And then, so it will actually tell you, I think, what page number or what steps is in each. So right here, you can see, oh, right here, you can see that one says 3, 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 8. And then all that, 4, 5, all of that stuff. So it tells you where everything goes, and it tells you which page you might want to start up. So, let's see how this is made. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright. That's awesome. What I really like about master grades is the fact that the people who made these know there's a lot of pieces involved. So it will tell you which panels you need for this particular build. Almost like what Lego does with their thing. Like, oh, bag 1. Grab all the pieces. Build it. Get rid of bag 1, bag 2. But instead, this one just kind of tells you which pieces you'll need. Which I find is really neat and really helpful because I don't have to have like 15 billion panels on my desk. And I'm pretty sure because this is a master grade, the people building or making these could put a lot more detailing into this. So, no, I'm sorry. So there's a lot less stickers involved and a lot more building involved, which is what I find really cool. And at the middle of the page, you can see there's a big Gundam, like I don't even know, it's like a manual, like a detail. I don't know. It's all in Japanese. I can't read Japanese. I never really bothered much to look at it. I just looked at fancy pictures, like how a kid didn't know how to read. That's like me with these things. I just kind of look at cool pictures. They look pretty cool, and that's about it. And what's brutal is on the back, you get that whole decal rundown, and it just tells you where each piece goes where. Me personally, I don't want to do all of this. I'll probably only do the ones that are pretty notable, like on the Gundam here from the Gundam base. See, he's got like this little Gundam base logo on his shoulder, and then one on his shield. I'm probably just gonna do shoulder, shield, maybe the waist guard, and that's about it, because those are the most like different things. Now, I've been yapping for way too long today. Let's actually, cut the yap and start building on the where did it go? Oh, let's start building on the core fighter. I will see you guys after this time lapse and give you guys a detailed time on how long it took me, because time is really of the essence here. Alright, I'll see you guys right after this. What's up, guys? I just finished building the fighter plane, which is also going to be the core of the Gundam. Now, it looks not like much, but this thing took me an hour because I got confused on one of the steps. This, well, like I said, took me about an hour to make. What's it called? There's a lot of tricky components, especially when you're trying to conjoin the head and the body together. There's like this little thing. You might have to go under and then wrap it around like threading a needle in order to get that to work. But aside from that, it was a pretty easy build. It was just really confusing in the manual because, I mean, I can't read Japanese, so I have to really guess what it's trying to say or trying to explain to me. But aside from that, it's a very solid piece, and we just finished building that. Now, after that little short episode of, breaking something and accidentally trying to fix it and all that, I've realized that this build is not realistically going to be finished in one episode, because this is actually the first time I brought out a reference material that I built in the past in order to get in order to try to understand what this is. So due to the complexity of this Gunpla, I feel like it is only rational for me to make 2 episodes on this. So today's episode, I'm only going to make the upper body. Yeah. I am only going to make the head and the chest as well as the fighter plane. And then on tomorrow's episode, I will be working on the arm unit and the leg unit and the waist unit. So just to even that out a little bit. So, without further ado, let's start working on the chest unit. Holy, that's a lot of steps. Okay, this is gonna take me a while. So I'll see you guys right after this time lapse. Alright guys, I just finished making the chest piece, as you can see right here. This whole build took me about 1 hour to make. And some tips and tricks for this is that, well, sometimes the pieces may not fit, as if like for example right down here. The tip is to just do not jam it in, but try to like take them out and switch them around, see which way works. And another trick is that the backpack. So these little sidebars right here, they can be very misleading because when you accidentally put it down a notch, the backpack, this cover won't fit. So what I recommend is just putting it back out, grabbing it back out, and slowly slide it down until it can be slid into. That will be the top part. That will be the correct part. And another tip is that they don't show you in the manual because they assume that you already know, is that in order to put the headpiece in, you have to first put the fighter jet inside. If you've put the fighter jet inside, you can put on the head and it'll be perfect. But if you want it out, you can just take it out like that and inside will be hollow. So that's pretty neat detail to see right there. And also these vents, these ventilations, those are really brittle pieces, so when you're cutting them out, please be careful because it broke on me already, but I somehow fixed it by just jamming it together. So it's not really noticeable, but if you look closely to it, there's a crack. Now, after we finish building the head piece, now we're going, the chest piece, now we're going to be moving on to the head piece, and these are the panels that we're going to use. Now, right after this time lapse, I will show you guys the finished product of the headpiece connected to the body piece. Alright guys, I just finished building the head. That took me only about 15 minutes, so this one's rather faster to build than the other parts on the Gunpla. As you can see, the color variation is all blue like the Gundam base. And if we put on the head right now, hold on a minute. There we go. You should hear a little snap. And boom, the top half of your Gundam is now finished. Now we only need to make the arms, the legs, the waist, the hands, the weapons and stuff like that. But so far, this is a pretty good looking statue. Now, next part will logically be the arms unit, as well as the waist unit and the legs unit. But since we're running out of time today, I'll have to do that in the next episode. So, if you guys want to see more, please hit that like and subscribe for your so I can help you more. And yeah, that's everything for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.